Hi, Patty. I have another one if you want to glue it together. Yeah. Hello, Patty. How are you doing? See if I can find myself. There we go. Whoa. All right. Hello, Ed. Oh, my TV needs to get bigger. Adoria Creations. Hello. What's your name, hon? Everybody, come on in. My name is Jeanette with Our Backroom Creations. Hi, Joan. How are you doing, hon? So I am one of. Whoa. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for having me. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. Hi, Pat. You are good. So, if you don't know, I am talking to people on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Hi, Sam. Hi, Pam. We stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So, I've had all day to prep. I've even changed my project a couple times because somebody else did it. So I'm like, I'm not doing the same thing. So I changed my project. But no, I like it. I like it. Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? So I want to thank Jennifer for letting me be in her event, the Spooktacular. Couple things to keep in mind. This is streamed to my page and also to Jennifer's page. She's Crafty USA. And then also to Craft Around the Clock. And if you're not part of Craft Around the Clock, it's a free group. You can join, watch as many people as you like. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Laura. And then in the description, there is a small Google form that you click on, fill out, and then you can have a chance to win an Amazon card. Jennifer is donating a $25 Amazon card for one lucky viewer today. I've seen a lot of you that have been with us all day long, and that is so grateful. That is the one good thing that you guys can do to us creators is give us hearts, give us likes, give us comments, sprinkle us out. Hi, Cynthia. How are you doing? Well, thank you. Okay, Jennifer, thank you. So tonight, after I've changed my idea, hi, Darlia. Welcome, everybody. Again, my name is Jeanette. I'm with Our Raccoon Creations. Normally my husband's in here, but he's tired. He's been outside all day. So off to the shower he goes. We've been cleaning and woodworking. Just to give you a little background of myself, if you don't know me, I started as a wreath maker 3 years ago. And then we went to sublimation signs, which we still do. And I've also make wreath attachments. And then I've been getting into wood crafts. And so is my husband. His is a little bit different than mine. Mine's more decorative. His is more useful. But all the same, it's wood. So there isn't a whole lot of stuff that we don't like to make. Thank you, Darlia, for sprinkling me out. Good evening. All right. So what we're going to start with, I'm getting ready to tell you, Laura. So this is a shipping tube. It's like a real hard one. Where my husband had worked at before, they were just going to throw him out, so he brought him home because his wife crafts, so that's what you do. You just bring stuff home to your wife. So it's a shipping tube, and then I had him make me 2 6-inch wood rounds. Thank you, Brenda. And then of course I had to do this, or else this is all we would get done. It is 2 wood rounds, and I crackled it. Freebies are the best. And this is my thimble to make an arrangement. So we are going to do a fall arrangement. So I crackled this, I painted it brown, then I used glue to crackle, and then I did an ivory on top. Well, welcome, Susan, first time watching. If you like what you see tonight, give me a follow. I don't go live every day, every other day like a lot of people. I do work full time and have my own private group, so that keeps me busy. But I love for everybody to come when I do go live. So we're going to start with this. It is about 11.5 inches tall. So thank you, Dawn, for welcoming Susan. So I have 2 cameras. I'm not on a phone. I'm on a webcam system. So that's why I look a little bit farther apart. Welcome, Lindsay. You know, Dawn, there's tons of stuff that you can use. I was thinking cans. I make deco mesh wreaths. There's the hard cardboard. I told my husband, I said, any scrap, hi Janie, any scrap wood you got, go ahead and start making me some rounds because I can just see the possibilities going everywhere. Hi Pat, how are you doing? So I even found, before I glue these on, I was cleaning my room while watching everybody, and these 2 little wooden circles had holes in them. You hung them up at Christmas time. They fit right on the end of this tube. And I'm like, oh, I could paint that and make it look like a log. Thank you, Brenda. I love making new friends. Okay, so you know what my base is. It is 2 6-inch rounds with a shipping tube in the middle. They are, and just to give me a little plug-in, this is one of the things that my husband started making. He started making wood risers. So I already stitched one for my little candy corns that I made. So wood risers are lovely. And I was thinking as I was making this tonight that, one down, that, you know, we could cut these in half and make them a little bit bigger round and make risers and there's all kinds of ideas. I'm sitting here looking at this going, oh my gosh, start making me some rounds, hubby. So I hope you guys can see. I'll keep this in the center. This is, I call it foam cupcake. Thank you, Dawn. This is a foam cupcake. You get them from the Dollar Tree. That's what I call them. They're actually an insert. Hi, Becky. Welcome. So, like, you would take this and you would stick it inside a vase, and then you put your floral arrangement in it. I think because the fake bakers that I have friends, Sam, they look like cupcakes. I've seen people put spackling on them and they make cupcakes. But we're going to cut our cupcake in half because I don't need all of it. I brought up one of my old bread knives and it works great to cut the styrofoam. And then I've got a twofer. Yes, welcome all our new viewers. So there is my little piece of styrofoam that I'm going to attach. I turned off my glue gun. So we'll attach it with, and it's a little lopsided and that's okay. Just see if I can get it in the center there. Might turn that back on in case I need it. So I do have a little glue pot. I do like to work with flowers. So we got half a cupcake on top of our spool. This is a ShesCrafty, but you can actually use the little, a crock pot doesn't get quite hot enough to melt your glue. So, but a lot of floral designers use the small electric skillets. So a lot of the people that I know that are great floral designers, they use electric skillets. This is ShesCrafty. ShesCrafty's a brand name of the glue guns, glue pots, stuff like that. So that's what that is. It's a multi-temperature. I can turn it down or up. It's gotten a little bit messy, but I do love it. I've had it for a couple of years. So I decided I was going to, since I wanted this to make this look like, you're welcome. Well, welcome, Diane. I've seen you around today. I didn't know if I was going to put rope or anything on here. It does get hot, Jennifer. And I have a Ryobi glue gun that I only use when hi Daisy, I only use when I do flowers because I have scars on my arms, on my fingers. I even dropped some on my foot. And it's a hot one. Yeah, I didn't want to turn it off anyway. So I crackled this because I wasn't sure if I was going to use thread, rope, anything on it. But I actually have a little spool holder over here. We are going to put, it's the really rough rope that you buy at hardware stores. Watching from Louisiana, welcome. I can probably start it by putting that in there. So we're just going to start that there. I do need one of my little finger cots or else I'll burn myself. You guys don't go to bed yet after me because there's still 2 more. And then Jennifer? Cindy Jarvis with Monarch Mom. Nita. I'm just going to get that start going. So if I do this right, I can glue it and roll it at the same time. I love antiques, but hi Shannon from Indiana. I can't bring myself to paint them or do any crafting with them because they're antiques. But most of my antiques have sentimental value. Thank you, Dawn. I just use glue. So we're just going to keep running this around. We'll put a little bit of glue in here every once in a while. I bought, I don't know how many crackle mediums to try and get good crackles because I tried glue when I first started just doing some DIYing and I couldn't do it. And then I bought all the expensive stuff, Hi Sue, and I couldn't get it to work. Well, here I was letting my glue dry too much. But I have some of the antique spindles that from the, was it a treadle? Down in a basket in my living room. No, I'm not DIYing with those. I have a lot of glassware that my mom gave me. My name is Jeanette, and there used to be a Jeanette Glass Company in Pennsylvania. So my mom, she used to own her own antique store. And so she started me on that quite a few years ago. My face gets really, really red. Don't get worried. I'm just having a hot flash. I had a set of injections yesterday, and that steroid gives you hot flashes. Yeah, I can do it with Mod Podge too now. I don't even know if I'm going to go all the way because I mean, I might want my crackle to show, but we'll see when I get down that far. I don't like the crackle very much. You haven't tried it? Oh, once you're going to try it and you get it, you'll be addicted. So I'm thinking towards the end here, it might get like a little loose, like it's coming off the spindle. Actually, having this go from one bar to this one is kind of nice. Don't get tangled up all at once. So I have watched a little bit of every crafter today. I've been walking around the house with my phone. There's been some amazing crafts. I love them all. You learn so much from watching different people. I've been in craft around the clock for, it's almost a year. Oh yes. Hey Lori. I'm tired of having scars. So I think now I'll start getting loose about it. I can't make up my mind if I want it to show or not. I think actually I do. Then we'll just have, there has been, Darlia, so many. Got rid of most of that roll. So I just want it loose here. I'll tack down the end. And that makes it look like you can still see some of the crackle. So you can see the crackle here. This mimics the thread. Okay, so now we have our thread. Oh, that's nice, Diane. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, so I have a pumpkin from last year from Walmart. Okay, so I just wanted to see how much I needed to cover. We're going to put a little bit of Spanish moss. Don't laugh at my cheese barrel. This is what I keep my Spanish moss in. The only thing I hate about this stuff is that it is so messy. Usually, here's what I do. It goes in the trash can, and then as I pull it out, at least some of it will not go everywhere. I'm a messy crafter, and I'm a worse painter for it because I only wear t-shirts up here because even if I'm not painting, I will manage to get something on me. I love reusing containers to store things in or making ways where I can store my things. I've taken over 2 bedrooms in the house. So we're just going to put this on the edge because we won't need to cover the top part. But there's a hint to put your bag or container in a trash can, and as you pull it up out, it won't be quite as messy. Still be messy. And then I just let the flowy parts stay down, and then I'll give it a haircut. Change my trash can. Oh, well, thank you, Dawn. I love getting inspiration from everybody else. I love it when I give someone inspiration or an idea. All right, where's my, oh, not my good scissors. So we'll just give it a little bit of a haircut. Okay. So now we're going to utilize our half a cupcake. Oh, well, that's nice, Brenda. I started making a wreath. I like to put something on the front door. You don't think it needs a cut? We gave it a little bit of a cut. But I started making wreaths. All the kids were grown and adults, and some of them had their own families. I've got some autumn colored greenery here. Hi, Brenda from Virginia. I am, if you didn't know, I am in Ohio. If you take Cleveland, Columbus, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and make a triangle, I'm in the middle. So if I fly, I can choose 1 of 3 airports. Actually 4, there's Akron, but I usually fly Southwest and I don't fly out of Akron. So don't get intimidated from greenery and florals. I know I was intimidated at first. I would dry fit. I make grave saddles. Oh, cool, Dawn. I'm actually originally from Illinois. I've been here 26 years, but my husband still calls me a transplant. Hi, Wanda. So these were a lot longer, and I just cut them down so they didn't stick out as far as they were. There's certain places in greenery I could show you how to cut them, and it makes it look like there's two pieces instead of one. Here's what we got so far. I was gonna do Halloween, but I know I forget whose live we were talking about that. You know, a lot of us don't like the spooky. Thank you, Dawn. The spooky Halloween. Neither do I. My husband does. He's the. Hey, Jude from Ohio. I'm in Ohio. But when I made grave saddles, I used to dry fit it, and then I would have to go back and glue everything in. Wanda, this is a homemade spool out of a shipping tube and 2 wood rounds. Oh, cool. I think I go back to Illinois. It's hot in Louisiana. I flew for the very first time here 2 years ago. Yeah, I don't like spooky. My husband does. He watches that in his craft room. He is the sign maker. I design them, he prints them, and he ships them. And he watches his scary movies in his room. I like suspenseful, but I don't like gory and guts and all that stuff. Not my cup of tea. If I had to, I'm very eclectic, I think. I like traditional, I like glitzy, I like, it's a shipping tube. So like they go down into boxes to hold parts. My husband brought me home some from work that they didn't need. True, Levada. Is it Levada or Levada? I always butcher people's names. So I kind of already did a little bit of a seeing how many flowers I was going to need. I need to go slower though because I did too much prep. Usually I'm trying to get a wreath done in 45 minutes. Oh, I know, Lori. We weren't there this year. She's talking about my husband because he'd always get up early and go downstairs at Crafters Convention. So I'm just spacing these out. So I told him, I said, this just dawned on me this afternoon to do this because whoever did the tray, I was going to do a tray. And then there was, this morning, it was it was an arrangement, but I'm still doing an arrangement. Thank you, Cynthia. I do need to slow down though. Also, I'll be teaching you how to make bows. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this year, since I have extra time, because that's going to be finished really quick. Here's something new. I got to put a base on it. Little pumpkin and ghost. And then I made one that I grunged. I like the pumpkin grunged, but I don't like this. This should have been like a black or a gray. But it still looks cute. Thank you. I make popsicles. Oh, this is my new thing I just made. So, because I was a wreath maker, This is, a lot of the things I do are for wreath makers. These are candy corns in a little bit of a different color. So you just take the little pipe cleaners on the back and stick it in your wreath. Now these can be used for wreath makers or for everybody. They're fabric balls, and we score them and we shove the fabric in and put little trim on them, and I made buttons to match. So you could use these as bowl fillers, or we put them in wreaths too. So if you have glue, we call them glue spiders. Thank you, Laura. If you have glue spiders everywhere, just kind of run your hair dryer or your glue tool around and it gets rid of them. When I work with florals a lot, I get a lot of glue everywhere because I'm usually working out of my glue pot. I like that showing down there too. I just thought of something. Oh, thanks, Lori. This would be awesome for like a nautical arrangement. Think about it. Okay. So I can see a little bit, tiny bit of my greenery, only because I'm up close. So we need to, instead of just putting glue on here and sticking it on here, we're going to do a little bit of something else. Do a how-to on those balls you just showed us, please. I've done those in the private group. Thank you. So I just have those little barbecue skewers like you get from Dollar Tree, Walmart, wherever. And I don't need them very long, so I'm kind of breaking them down. I know, I just thought of that. I'm thinking, oh, it looks like a pier with the rope on it. Oh, that's gonna be a project next year. You can guarantee that one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it in the glue, the pumpkin. Now these still may be too long because our styrofoam is just 3/4 of an inch. We'll cut them off. Oh, that one broke. It'll be all right. If you ever watch me, that is the most common thing I say. It'll be all right. The only way I can make a wreath in 45 minutes is if I have the base mostly done. But I like to do wreaths and door base, door hangers, and all kinds of. I like to decorate everything. Absolutely, Lori, steal away. I like it when I do something to give somebody else an idea. Okay, so then now we're going to put glue on top of our little skewers. I don't know if you can see that smoking, but it's a smoking. And then we stick those down into styrofoam. And I can hear snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. I was actually cleaning my room today, and because 2 of my projects that I wanted to do were already being done, I'm thinking, gosh, what can I do that no one else is going to do? And I actually made firecrackers out of these tubes. No, they're not the ribbon scissors. This is my paper cutting scissors. So listen, I'll tell you a joke. Thank you, Nancy. This is the ribbon scissors. They're Ginger scissors, and they're really expensive. So my husband used to do lives with me if I had to work or something, running late. and he would start the live. Well, he does real simple wreaths, usually a pixie wreath. And one night on my live, he picked up these scissors here and cut pipe cleaners with them. Now, you know, pipe cleaners, Chanel sticks have a he cut the wire pipe cleaner with them. And I was at work, so he was doing a live, and it was not 5 minutes before a couple of my girls in my private group were messaging me saying, "You want to know what your hubby did?" So that's a running joke of these are for ribbon and fabric only, because that's the only way you'll keep them really sharp. They're called Ginger scissors if you don't know that. So yes, they read it. So he told on himself. After he ended the live, he texts me. He says, "Before anybody tells you, I accidentally used the Ginger scissors to cut a pipe cleaner, because we use diagonal cutters to cut wire and stuff." And I'm like, "Don't worry about it, because somebody already ratted you out." He's like, "Doggone it." And that's why he told me, because he knew that someone was going to rat him out. So that's the running joke, is don't use the good scissors. Now you can be all in the know about it. So I'm just putting a little bitty ones up there next to the base of the pumpkin. I have some bigger of these, but I just don't know if I want bigger flowers in it now. That's when you go doing a dry run. Thank you, Jennifer. And if you ever use florals, you know, I throw them in totes and I smash them into totes. So all you have to do is get out a hand steamer and steam. These were all like pushed together, and I just used a hand steamer on them and they opened up. There's your other neat tip. I don't know if I want. There, I talked for 10 minutes. So we could do big flowers. Could have some stick down. Ooh, what about that? I like that. You always want to use, too many people will put their flowers right up next to a grapevine or next to your base. You like the sunflowers in it? Yeah, I think I am too. You can see how I'm bending my wire already. Thank you, Nancy. I bend it before I put it in my arrangement, because then I don't have to mess with it. And I'm just using a piece of styrofoam when I steam my flowers from being in the totes. I'll stick them in the piece of styrofoam so they keep their shape. Now, I didn't put glue on these. I'll go back and put some glue on it. You have to be careful, because I don't have a whole lot of styrofoam in there. Now, the rule in floral design is 3 or 5. Thank you, Dawn. But I don't like how they're too symmetrical around. And just because you guys can't see that doesn't make it part of the arrangement. It faces down. There we go. So see how I have air between my pumpkin and my flowers? I think the rule of three like goes into all kinds of genres of art and just basic composition. That's yeah. I have a mantle. I have a very big one. There's usually not much on it. Christmas time is when I'd really decorate it. I just don't have the time. Okay. Should have brought my Lazy Susan in here. Do, do, do. This is called a pick machine. If you don't know, a lot of florists use it. Your dining room table would love it. So it puts out these little metal picks. Because I had no stem on this one. Puts a metal pick in there. Put a little bit of glue on it. Then it can add your flowers. Also, it's a lot sturdier to go through, because once you put so much glue into your arrangements, well, I will probably put this on the website. Thank you, Kathy. So what I'm thinking here, this I'm going to dry fit because I don't know whether I'm going to like it or not. And believe it or not, some of these flowers are from the Dollar Tree. Some of them are from Walmart. Some of them are from Hobby Lobby. That I'm not sure about. Nah, I'm not liking that. Maybe if I had chosen a bigger base, maybe next time I'll have it make me an 8-inch base. Then you can put stuff along the bottom. Let's get rid of some of our blue spiders. All it does is melt the glue. It either falls off the project or kind of just melts away. I used all my hops flowers. They're like a very droopy, dreamy. Patty on YouTube says that she's getting ready to break out her fall decorations. Girl, there's been people that have broken them out for like months already. This is probably the first biggest fall project that I've done. Thank you. I am going to start trying to go live more. I was injured for a while. Thank you, Cynthia. So I wasn't doing any. This kind of helps me keep my mind off of my back. I just had 6 back injections yesterday. Now I'm going to have hot flashes for a couple weeks to a month. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, thanks, Lori. I'm trying to actually find a job remotely, but I just don't trust a lot of those online. So I just keep turning it, looking for pockets that don't look full. So don't forget, if you've jumped in later, there is a Google Doc form to be eligible to win a $25 Amazon card from Jennifer from ShesCrafty USA. She's donating it to one winner. Thank you, Dawn. I could sit here and add flowers forever. Now, see, I think there's a too much little yellow right here. Leaves are not my favorite thing on florals to get. So don't forget to go fill that out. If you're not a member of Craft Around the Clock, make sure that you go jump over there. It's free. There's over 100 designers there every Monday through Friday, or at least Monday through Thursday, from like 6 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. Fridays, we're always doing events, usually themed events. And I finished this a lot faster than I thought I was going to. That's okay. Gives me a moment to talk. So here we go. So we just have the rope draping down there. You can still see some of that crackle. And this is 2 pieces of plywood cut in circles and a shipping tube. I was quite impressed with that after I got it done crackled. I'm like, you can't even tell. But make sure you go and watch Craft Around the Clock. If you get bored at night and you need something to snuggle in with, Craft Around the Clock. It does repeats. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, cool, Wanda. I used to have a tree in here that I decorated for all the different seasons, but then I really needed the space. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Laura. So I do a lot of different crafts. Like I said, I do wreaths, I do centerpieces, I do grave saddles. We do DIY, wood projects. That's been my new love, is wood projects. I went through a resin phase, and now we're just using the resin to fill in wood, which is kind of why we bought it to begin with. But so I hope, if you're new to my page, thank you, Wanda. If you're new to my page, please give me a follow. I love to make new friends, and I love to share and give someone inspiration as well as get it from others. And I love these events to do that. There's lots of different types of crafts and people from all over the United States. And I think it's just a great thing that the internet can be used for such a useful thing. So thank you so much for coming in out and seeing me. I'm going to give you a minute to go potty, get you something to drink, because we got at least 2 more people. And then Jennifer will wrap it up. And we'll have to see who the lucky winner is. Don't forget to go fill out your Google form. Many blessings and have a great weekend. And I'll see you later. Happy crafting, guys.